Okay, I've gotten
Some
rid of them.
people. What's going on, man? What's going on, Queen's Knight? Disappointing.
There we
All right,
go. Queen's Nine out is
and
in live.
I'm
All right, he's
watching.
white.
Pawn.
Hey, 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 feeling like a renegade. Hey, hey. I can't believe you've never
Oh,
heard
oh
that
Lord.
song. You're lying.
Pawn.
You're lying, right? You've heard that song.
No, I haven't heard that song. Pawn.
That song was playing on every Jeep commercial while you
Knight.
were playing in the NFL over and over again. That's why you've never heard it? You just missed that time in the life?
Pawn.
Okay, I'll play the Najdorf, not the dragon. I wanted to play the dragon, but
You.
I'm gonna do the Najdorf.
Oh man.
Feeling like a
All right, so I can show
renegade.
pawn just how much Najdorf theory I know.
I can't believe you never heard. I think you're lying to me right now. Not everybody listens to Fiona Apple on repeat. Okay,
No, I've never heard that song. Also, I have no clue what's going on after E6.
you wanted me to
Bishop.
play E5?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Okay,
Which I
just
don't. The
develop
only reason I
naturally.
know E5, so Bishop. The only reason I know E5 is Louisa plays the Najdorf.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
well, yeah. So I just I watch her play.
Just trust your feelings, man. Develop your pieces.
Okay.
Trust your feelings. Play like you make
King.
me. You make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel. What'd you say?
King.
You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman.
Oh,
Okay,
they've got some bad intentions for
think
us.
about your move here. Don't panic. Just hey, take a breath. Remember what you know about the Sicilian. Let the force guide you.
What I know about the Sicilian, right? Uh,
I do whatever you want me to do, Super Space Monkey.
let's play
Whatever you
B5.
imagine me doing, that's what I do. What?
B5. Oh, sorry,
Pawn.
pawn.
It's okay. If you had said pawn, that's what I was playing. So,
Yeah.
forgiven.
Okay. My
You are doing
apologies,
very
everyone.
good, young comrade.
There's
Okay, if he plays one thing very nice, it is very tricky for us. Oh wait, you have to say the move. Darn it, I can't even tell you the move. Okay, we're okay. Your move.
uh bishop.
Very good. Very nice. You make me feel like a natural woman.
Wait, Louisa,
Is she
are
wrong?
you decent and capable of coming over here? We're playing a hand and brain game and it's Najdorf
Make
and I
sure
don't know
she
what's
make
going
sure
on.
she knows she's going to be on Chess TV. You can't
You're
ever
gonna
put
be
a
on Chess
woman on
TV.
camera. What? Okay.
Okay. Knight.
Very good. But I'm going to move a knight you weren't expecting. That's the correct move. If you move the other knight, they have all kinds of E5 tricks, and we might lose a piece.
Gotcha.
So that was
Elle,
nice.
come quick. All right, come here.
Louisa!
Close the door. All right,
I'm
it's
sure
a
she's
Najdorf.
watching.
It's our move. What move is good here?
Wait, let me just get
Your move, Louisa.
Your move, Elle. Here, you can come closer so they can see you.
Tell her I said hi.
The clock is
Hi.
ticking.
Hi, Louisa.
Okay, our move. Okay.
There, I'll move this so we can see.
I'm looking at C5.
Clock is a ticking.
Knight C5.
So you
Knight
said knight.
C5.
Oh no.
Okay,
just looking
knight.
at it.
Knight. I'm gonna go with a different move just so the fans don't get upset because she said this particular move. Her
Oh,
move
sorry,
was good.
it's
Tell her
hand-
that.
Hand and brain.
hand and brain, sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that part.
I definitely said hand and brain. That definitely happened.
All right, we're doing great, team. Team Louisa and John.
Yeah. But you know this position, right? No?
It's a
Not
good
as well
one
as
for
I
us.
should.
It's a good
You
one.
usually
for us.
play E5. I think it's at E6
Yeah,
with the bishop
yeah.
E2, but I don't know
Yeah.
anything about this.
I would say I definitely.
You see the clock, Danny's.
Yes.
So
you know my problems.
You
with the
can't
clock.
you can't hear right now, but Danny is just like cursing you.
I'm like freaking
I'm
out.
sorry.
He's like he's screaming right now. You can't hear this, but he's like, I've never heard him say such like awful things on air, but like I'm hearing it.
It's not true,
Pawn.
Louisa.
Pawn.
You said pawn?
Yeah, she said pawn.
Okay.
Is he cursing at me?
Yeah, he's still. You see that? You see that?
You're getting me in trouble.
You see those lips moving?
You're getting me in trouble right
That's
now.
saying, I hate Louisa so much. You see those? That's what he's saying.
No, she's doing great, actually. We're going to be good in this position. Queen's Night Out is in trouble. Queen's Night Out is feeling the heat.
L?
Bishop.
Okay, there I would have done pawn, but it's okay. This is going great. Ooh.
Knight.
Elle's doing great, by the way. Tell her I said that.
Danny says he's less than pleased with you. Much less than pleased.
Hey, I'm put on the spot here.
Also, he said, "Where's this article?" He wants his next article.
What am I?
For those of you who don't know,
back.
Louisa writes the best articles we have on the site. All right, here
She
we
does
go.
write the best articles.
Bishop.
I love it.
Bishop?
I love that.
Danny says he likes that one.
Okay.
He said it's about time.
She did great. She almost said knight, which knight d7 would have lost big time to knight c6. So
Right.
Do you want to trade there?
Queen?
No. Queen. Wait, let me think about this. Yeah.
Just like I love trading queens, like whenever I can, she actively fights it to the death.
I'm like, oh, it's like forced and I have to fight it.
I like it.
Let's see.
I definitely lean her way. I avoid
Bishop.
queen trades more than I like them, but this time it was good.
She said bishop.
Bishop, sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, no worries.
We're doing great. It's a positional grind.
Knight.
I mean, we gotta
Yeah.
fight for the.
Rook. How do you fight for this? I mean, it's like
What did she say yet?
She said rook.
Okay. I'm gonna keep them on the board right now. We could get a win here. Feeling good. Louisa just got to stay focused.
Also, let it be known that Danny's actual like account is on the line right now.
Oh,
He's
it's
putting
a
some
rated
real
game.
points on the line.
Oh man.
Oh fuck. I shouldn't. Sorry. Pawn.
Pawn, she says.
That was. No one noticed. Don't worry.
There's children watching.
I know.
Children. Joanna's
I
listening.
know. I need to practice.
Oh man.
Pawn was a great move, by the way.
King.
King,
I'm
she
loving
says.
it.
So someone asked, where did we meet? We did actually meet at Penn State. And then someone Never mind.
No. I'm getting called out.
No one's calling you out. What?
Balzer.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
All right, it's our move.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Once Danny gets below 30, he's got to go solo. So.
Okay. Pawn.
All right, I'm gonna go solo unless I
think, yeah, you got to go solo.
Solo.
We got this.
You're actually killing it.
Louisa played very well, actually.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
This was a very good Najdorf. Very solid.
Should we crowdsource my next article? What should I write about?
You could write about... you could write about your first appearance on Chess TV.
There you go. You can get 1,000 words out of that, right? Oh, man. Considering you were rocking this, you want to get in the chair for a second? Yeah, this was kind of your game. Or you...
Oh, man, no.
No.
No, I'm not ready.
Not ready?
No, she's not ready.
I just won my game, though.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to look at it as soon as I get off.
I missed my...
What did she do?
You missed it? So she plays a 30-minute daily game every
Oh, nice.
day. And so she just played it, and she said she won, but she missed mate and won, I guess.
Okay. Happens every day.
Happens to the best of us. Let's see.
Come on, Queen's Night Out.
Let's see.
All right, Louisa. No, she actually did play a very good Najdorf. If she wants to talk about it when we're done, we can.
Yeah, if you want to talk to him,
Well, you can just pull out. You can pull out the headphones. It might be all right. It might not get echo.
Okay, I'll do it then.
If it gets echo, we'll put it back in.
All right, let me know.
Battery 90%.
Your battery's at 90%.
Yeah, hashtag Bose equipment.
Your computer tells you what your battery's at?
Nice brand drop there. Always on message.
I love that. Wow. Queen's Night Out just disappeared on us.
Dude, he just pieced. He said, you know.
He said, I can't take it. Louisa's unchained here. Okay, Louisa, you played very well, actually. Okay?
Thank you.
Seriously. I'm gonna go back to one critical position because it'll be a great Najdorf. I mean, not necessarily like lesson, but like a quick pro tip about that. But overall, I mean, honestly, he lost on time, but he's losing here. We're up a clear pawn that we just took. We're threatening to get 2 pieces for the rook. So if he does nothing, we'll play rook takes c. We'll play rook takes c5 and
an analysis board.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, that's right. Let me head over to the analysis board, and we will take a look at it together. All right, everybody. If you want to join us, this is the link to the analysis board. Me and Louisa and John over there. Let me invite you, John. Okay. All right, people are coming in. All right, so here we go. You with it?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to flip the board. So looking at it from where we played, we had an awesome Najdorf. And then, Louisa, I played e6. John says you play the e5 line. Is that right?
I play e5 there, yeah. Unless they come, obviously if they play bishop g5, I play e6.
Right.
And when they go ahead and, just develop their bishop kind of more quietly, I usually sort of try and take that e5 move.
Okay. And that actually explains what the tip was I wanted to get to. It explained to me why you wanted d5 so aggressively, because in the e5 structure that you play, one of the tips, everybody, one of the things that is just like a saying about the position is that once you've committed e5 in any Sicilian, if there ever becomes an opportunity to get d5 and it works tactically, black almost always wants to do this, right? And so I think you're sort of pre-biased to getting d5 in the normal Najdorf you play, had you playing d5. I'm realizing that now. I didn't get it. Okay, so we played e6, so that means it was kind of good for you too. We're in a slightly different Najdorf than you're used to. This is actually technically a Scheveningen, which is what you transpose to when you play e6. This structure is called the Scheveningen. Depending on how we want to butcher a non-English name, you can butcher it many different ways. But Scheveningen is actually the way to do it properly.
Also, as a side note, we talked about this last time. The E4 Knight F6 opening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Al-Johan.
Did you know that?
What? No.
No.
Al-Johan.
Al-Johan is the actual way to say it, but
it's spelled Alekhin.
Oh, the alkaline.
Al-Johan. Al-Johan.
Al-Johan, exactly. Yeah, you should hear Yermo say it.
I pronounce alkaline like something very big.
Like alkaline, like you put in the pool to balance the pH. Yeah, alkaline. Yeah. All right, so E6, this is good. So we get a normal Najdorf. Now for Queen's Night Out, I don't know if you're still with us in the chat, if you're trying to learn from this game.
Queen's Night Out is still with us.
Okay.
He said he was losing, but he just lost a connection for a second.
Okay, that's too bad. So one of the things Queen's Night Out about this position is that this is a Scheveningen structure. And again, you can watch my videos on this. In the Pawn Structure 101 series, I talk a lot about this dynamic. You're really not getting anything effective by playing these sort of natural, feel-good developing moves. This is like, it makes you see, warm and cozy. All my pieces are in the center. I got my rooks connected. It feels really good. But the problem is White lacks any sort of concrete execution in the center. What White needs to do against the Scheveningen structure is to play f4. And now there are three dynamics coming. One of them is you might try for f5. And if you can pry, let's say something happens and you get f5. If you can get this type of structure and I'm not able to get d5, ignore the X's and O's of the moves here, but let's just say if White can keep this position gripped, you have a very good chance of using this closed center for an attack against the king. Okay, so that's one thing you're trying for. The other thing that might happen is you might try for e5. There's some other Scheveningens where the bishop is actually on d3, and you're literally just trying to pry it open and go nuts on the king side, get an attack. Okay, the other thing you can do is basically sit tight with the structure and play g4 and g5 just right away. And you sort of call Black's bluff because you're saying, oh, if you play d5, I'll play e5 now. And if you voluntarily play e5, now that I haven't played f5, I have the f5 square for my pony. This is a very key tactical thing to remember because if I get the knight here and it's a real nuisance, I have to give up my light square bishop. So if anyone wants to know more about that structure, you should check out my video series. But this is, Queen d2 is just one of those moves that feels good, doesn't do very much in the position. That's all. It just doesn't do a lot. So b5, and I think right around here is where Louisa took over, which was great after bishop there. Oh no, so John said knight, and John almost lost us a piece, Louisa. You weren't here. He almost played this move, and then there would be this e5 trick, taking advantage of the undefended bishop. This is a good tactic to remember, because if you take here, they take here with tempo, and Black is losing a piece. So John, shame on you. You should listen to Louisa's Najdorf training from now on. So anyway, here we go. So knight fd7 is okay, though. We avoid this tactic. e5 no longer comes with tempo. Now Louisa was taking over. We had knight come in, and here's where you play d5. So in hindsight, what I've talked about in this structure, you don't really need to play d5 here, and if he had played this a little differently, we might have regretted d5. And I understand why you wanted d5 because of the positions you're normally used to. But typically in a Scheveningen, you play this much more like a traditional Sicilian, Louisa, which this could help you because in the future, you may want to expand to not just the e5 Najdorf, right? You just want to develop here. Like this move is fine. Even putting the other knight on d7 is fine. If you had several more moves to make, you would develop, like, put a rook on the c file. Sometimes you putting the knight to c4. I actually think maybe knight c6 is even the best, because if he doesn't kick your pony here with f4, you might play knight a5. Like, let's say he does something. Now you might really have problems where you get to play a knight to c4 and keep it there. So these are some things that probably I would have done in the position. But after d5 takes and takes, we're giving up the bishop here. So I probably would have, again, wanted this, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you were worried about this, actually. Did you think about taking with the pawn, or what were you thinking here?
Wait, I can't see the position.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Was I thinking about taking with the pawn?
Yeah, I'm just curious what you were thinking about.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about taking with the pawn, although then you have that
The knight f5 move.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I was just wondering if that's what you looked at. Because the thing I didn't like about this is that if he had taken here and won the bishop pair, I worry about the potential of this diagonal. Immediately you wonder if moves like f4 are possible. Now maybe it's not, because we get tactics here before they get bishop f3. But it's a little scary, right? And just to kind of emphasize the dangers of having this pawn advance too far when you have not developed the queenside, I'll play like a weird, surprising passive move here. Actually, wait. What am I talking about? Yeah, I think white is just winning if you play this move. Knight f5. Can't take it.
Right.
If you take here, they have an intermezzo with check.
Right. Check, yeah.
So best case scenario, you back up. But again, this is the kind of position that's just super dangerous to have an open center, all kinds of diagonal action, and white has two bishops. So this is why I didn't want to take with the bishop. Why I would have taken with the pawn if I was the brain, not the hand, and even with the risk of this, because I just worry about giving up this bishop on this diagonal. But okay, that's good. These are good tactics to remember in the future. Once we got this and they played f4 early, like from here on out, you pretty much played a perfect Najdorf. And I'm not just saying that. You played great, okay? I would give a compliment to you easier than I would to John, but I'm not just saying that, okay? John, you would not have played a perfect Najdorf. Louisa played well.
That is certainly true.
Anyway, no, but seriously, you played well from here, Louisa. You took all the moves you said with the bishop were right. You almost moved the knight, but you did not blunder knight to c6, which was bingo, right? If you move the knight, we lose. But you said bishop. Then we traded, which was great. You said bishop, which was great. Knight. Rook. I didn't want to trade. Maybe I didn't want to trade because I just thought we didn't have as many winning chances with the rooks off the board. I think if we keep the rooks on the board, I don't know what your intention was, but I think if we keep the rooks on the board, we have better chances to take advantage of these pawns long term. So that's why I didn't do that. But you said pawn here, which I assume was you wanted this move. I knew it. Awesome. And that's a great move, honestly. That is a phenomenal move. It keeps the pieces out. Then you said king, which was great. You said pawn, and then here I had to take over because of our time. But this idea, I think, bringing the knight on the queen side was pretty straightforward, and it would have led to a pretty good position here. I mean, the game stopped right here, but good stuff. So all around, we killed it today. Team Urschel, Thomas, you did great. Okay, you did great.
Yeah.
And seriously though, when is your next article coming out? Now that I have you on camera, where's the next art? No, I'm kidding. But when's your next article coming? Because honestly, because the fans want to know. If you don't know, Louisa Thomas is you're a journalist, you're an author. I don't know exactly what your professional, what your preferred title is.
Right. That's what they're saying.
Sports journalism? Author?
No.
No.
Just
Because she writes.
You're a professional writer.
19th century women. I don't know.
Right.
I wrote
Okay.
a book about World War I.
Yeah, no, yes. Okay, so anyway, she's an author. You can check it out. Louisa, we're going to have you on the show without John one day. But
He won't
anyway,
let me.
when is your next article coming, though? Seriously. When is your next article coming, though? Seriously.
No, it's a good question. I need a good topic.
Okay.
I was thinking about writing about that.
So we'll work on a topic. But anyway, thank you both for being here. We actually went about 20 minutes over our regular show, but this was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Any other questions before we go?
No, I mean, I think it was tons of fun. Everyone in the chat, have a good time.
Yeah, I think everyone did. We had Hand and Brain is always popular. People are asking when Isle of Man starts again, and we know we want Magnus back. It starts tomorrow again. I think 5 a.m. Pacific, 5:30 a.m. Pacific.
5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern.
Okay.
I was so sad to see how Kramnik's doing.
Truth Cracker says he might even rewatch the show. That's how excited he is. Anyway,
I appreciate it.
Mikey Slice wants to know how he gets on the show. You've already been on the show. We played. You want to be on the camera? I don't know. I mean, this is kind of John's show, so we'll have to figure that out later.
I mean, this is kind of like a me and Dan. So I think the easiest way for you to get on the show is to first become a master, and then 2, try to bribe me.
That's right.
Just somehow, like, next time Danny's away for a week to put you on.
That's right.
Which I think you are going to be away for a week, right?
Oh, that's right. Mikey Slice has his own Twitch channel. We should give that a shout. I think that's why he was asking. Didn't we watch some of his show last week after we were done?
Yeah, we did.
Mikey Slice, tell everybody what your channel is in the chat. Anyway, Louisa, thanks for appearing on your first Chess TV show.
Thanks for letting me crash.
We'll talk about the article later. That was not meant to put you on the spot, but once I had you here, I kind of had to.
I need deadlines in my life.
Yeah. And everyone talking in the chat, thanks for being here. And guys, I have a question. Tactical chess player. You have like 30 seconds to ask that question, but we're done. I'll answer it in the chat when we're done. John, have a good evening.
All right, player, if you ask me that question right now, I'm
right
ready
now,
for it.
like your time, it's already up. It's already up. It's gone. So, all right, everybody, thanks for being here. We will see you next week. John and I will be here on October 3rd, and we'll see you then.